from Wickersham Canine Ranch in beautiful Marshville, North Carolina. Today we have Covey and we are working on her basics reintegration lesson plan. What I'm going to do first and foremost is make sure that Covey understands that we are tethered by shaking our leash a little bit. And the very first thing I need to do is move her 2 laps, turning to the right. I'm going to step off with the left and a target sound, and I'm going to pivot 90 degrees to the right. From that point, let's go. I'm going to vary my pace, and I'm going to make a few strong pivots and turns for the dog. Leash and collar combination is going to do the rest. I'm going to go to target sound and pivot. Good girl. Very deliberate. Let's go. Good girl. Heel. Increasing pace. Big pivot. Slow. 3, 2, big signal. 1. Good girl. So we're going to do this 3 times. And what it's going to do is it's going to reinforce some leash skills and a parallel left relationship with the handler. Stepping off. Good. Praise. Good. Big pivot. Let's go. Big pivot. Good girl. Gotta be this way. Good girl. Lots of athleticism. Get on that toe and go. Get on that toe and go. Good. Really driving out. This is an athletic dog. Good. So she needs to be handled this way. 3, 2, 1. Big signal. And reward. Good. And so we do 3. So as our girl can remember, that's our minimum value. 3rd rep. Heel. She's locked in pretty well. Let's go. Good. Big pivot. Really got to power out of here. Good. Out of the turn. Let's go. Make that collar work. Good. For lag. Let's go. Here. Dictate the pace to the dog. Good. First time she's ever. Good girl. Good girl. Had to get direction. Good. From proper slot. It's going to help us tremendously. Going to reward her on the 3rd one. Through. 4 on the floor. Butt off the ground. Good. And then right back to what we were talking about before we started. Let's shake the lead. Good girl. Apply a touch. And move to our 2nd lesson. Let's go. So here we are in our 2nd lesson. What I need to do is I need to move the dog and turn left with a powerful pivot. What this is going to do for her, heel, is this is going to right collar our pack through motion. Good. And distraction proof her. Good. Let's go. Heel. Good. Let's go. Big. So here, as we approach Keith in the camera, I'm going to target sound and pivot. Let's go. And so notice, we cut in front of the dog, and then it's a powerful step out. When we first met Covey, good. She was a little bit afraid of situation circumstances, and this is what we use to try to basically get her to navigate through and conditioned to not to be afraid. So here we are. 2nd one, forward, strong pivot, powerful out. Good. Woo-wee, let's go. Good. One more time, real good for the camera. We're parallel left, we're moving forward, we're turning the dog with the body, and then out of the turn we've got to pick up a little pace. Good girl. We're going to finish, 3, 2, 1, big signal. That's our 2nd rep. Good girl. Going to reward the dog, flow to our 3rd rep. Heel. Big turn, 90 degrees in the feet. There. Good. And so we put our distractions on the outside, things that make her go boom. She gets out of position. Give her a light check. If she stays in position, then we overlay the praise. Good. And that's how we condition the dog not to be afraid of things anymore. It's through motion, not sit, not down. All right, let's go. Good. 3, 2, good. Big signal. Good. She's got it. Woo. 3rd one, I always release to get the butt off the ground and go back to 0, which is, hey, we're just standing and hanging out. Good girl. She's not pulling, and we're just hanging out. Good girl. Through. Good. So here we are. We're going to work our third exercise with Covey. And the reason that we move the dog around is that we can get to this point. What I want to do is I want to be able to send my dog from my heel position over to a neutral site so she can get socialization. Ready? Friend.
Hey, how you doing, Covey?
There it is.
Thank
Touch,
you.
perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Setting us
So
up for a
pretty.
recall.
So pretty.
All right, love that camera.
Yeah.
Covey, leave, heel. And so at that point, she knows to return. Good. And to finish. So that's number one. Let's see what happens over the course of 2 more quick reps. Ready? Friend?
Hey girl, how you doing?
Fast.
Oh my goodness.
Fast.
Oh, you're so pretty.
There's
so
our
pretty.
lean.
Yeah.
I corrected it. Notice the lean was prefaced with a jump and the dog got a correction. Very important there. Very important there. So we're still conditioning behavior. We're on 7.5 days right now. So again, she leaned and then she jumped. As she did, I corrected. So it's giving us opportunities to socialize. Good. Make sure she understands it's on my terms. I'm closing out the stay language so she's not creeping forward. Friend.
Hey,
And we're looking for leaning.
Hi girl.
The more he touches, the more she's
Oh,
going to lean.
thank you. Oh, you're so
There
pretty.
it is. Here it
So
comes.
pretty. There
There's
we
the
go.
lean.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Woo! Good. Condition behavior. Good girl. Pretty strong. Good job. We're going to release her on the third. All through. Shake it out. Make sure she knows she's not going to see Keith. Just to hang with me. Bonus footage. From an at ease position. I say from an at ease position. We could conceivably tell the dog to hold his position. Or we could send the dog. Friend.
hey,
Still
good
looking
girl.
for leaning.
Pretty, pretty girl. Yes, you are.
Covey, leave.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And heel. Woo, good girl. That's perfect. Good job. We're getting there. 2. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go right back into number 2. Good, good, good. Our sequence. Good. I'm going to wait. So that's puppyhood, right? She's trying to draw me into delivering it way over here where we can use the slobber and then maybe slide out of the area. Good. Notice there's distance on that signal. Signal's outside of the area. Good. Particularly for a young adult puppy like this. 1, 2, 3. So let's repeat that. 1, 2, no. Good. Classic. Good girl. That's no. Place. All right. So we've got 2 corrections out of 2 repetitions. It's not for lack of preparedness. 1, 2, 3. Good. That's what we needed. All right. So at this point, now we can start to work on distance and duration. That is my approximate distance to the dog. Good girl. We start to lessen my attention directly to her. No. And move about in the home. Still on the second repetition. Knowing that our puppy, good. 1, 2, 3 has been prepared. So all I'm looking for her to do is to retain her position in her area until I return to her and release her with the word all through. Good girl. Good girl. So again, this is a location downstay with a very athletic young adult dog. And we need to have the leash and collar on her until we have a little bit of control in the home. Good girl. We see on the third repetition where she's already had 2 different reprimands that she has good girl Covey. So now all of a sudden she's reconciling, hey, I got to do this. I got to do this regardless. And there's going to be a word that Mr. Greg uses that lets me know I can get up. So I'm going to go to signal, event, signal. Good. can't say enough how when you look at the dog, your shoulders, your eyes should be on her shoulders. No. Good. So that you can adequately prepare for her to exit the area. 1, 2, 3. So the missing component, good. It's just a little bit of practice, good, around distraction environments, such as her family and her dog at home. And she's got to be able to do this in and around. So it's signal, event, signal. And it's actually quite easy because there is no situation where we really react to anything. We never chase out of this. So, you know, we could infinitely drop and drag things across and then look for the dog's reply. Good. So we always return to, and then we enunciate. All through. Good girl. And shake it out. And shake it out. Good. Good girl. I'll hold you. I'll hold you. Here. Here. And so now we're going to pet. We got the cookie. We're going to do one bonus repetition, hopefully without correction. And I'm going to shake it. Point snap. Ooh, good. Oh my goodness. You said you was going shortcut. Good girl. Good girl. Ooh, nice. And so I'm seeing a couple things that she says as she begins to get into the position. She made a comprehension yawn, and then she gave me the eye on the cookie. Good. Perfect little girl. So if we work this into the home, then what we'll begin to have is a little bit more opportunity for interaction with the older dog. Will I be able to sit down and actually eat hours without her in and around? So location down, stay in the house. We work 3 repetitions and then we put it to action. Good girl. All right. So here we are. Our nervous little girl has her obedience basics, and she has some really good skill sets with prey drive. She can fly through the air. She can grab things and chase things, which is fantastic. But what I need to do with this dog is use my obedience language to work her. And so what I've done is I've got 2 objects of attraction, and I'm going to call my dog. Good. To heel. And I'm going to put her in position. And as soon as she does get in position, I work for her at that point. Then I'm going to go into our beautiful track field here, and I'm going to lay a catch. Watch the left hip. As soon as I go parallel, good girl. She's in a sin. Hurry, 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 good. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's that girl. We'll get her back to the hip, heel. Heel. Good, Covey. And then at that point, as soon as I establish an edge out of stay, whether it's in stand or sit, as soon as I establish that edge, I'm working for the dog. Good. Ooh, good. Yes, ma'am. Good girl. Good, 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 good. Woohoo! That's good. Notice, I want her to be able to enjoy it. All right, not bad for a little basics, puppy. All right, good girl. 3 times so the dog can remember it. Note, as soon as I go object of attraction, I'm working for the dog when she's signaled. So here we are with Covey. We're going to delineate between prey drive and our hunt drive. So we have a dog that will chase and retrieve, and she's very skilled. Her dog parents have done a great job with that. But what I need to do from a handler standpoint is I need to know that my dog is going to get my object of attraction back to me, and that we can set a sequence where I have a little bit of control over it, so she's not randomly just joining other people's play parties and such. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call the dog around to the heel with a little drop step. Hey, heel. And as soon as she does, I'm going to bring out a little short toss to her.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
No, I'm not the tosser.
And so that's a piece of it. She co-opted the camera guy, right? Good, heel. We're gonna bring her around each and every time. That's the main preface here. We're gonna make sure that Covey always is firing off the left side before we relinquish that object to her. And so, again, just a little quick ebb and flow. From that point, we're looking at 3 more throws. Through, I use the left hip to angle the dog. Good girl. As soon as she's around, off the left hip, I'm straight down the line. Good, 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 good. We want to get it where she is consistently making her catches off the lips. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And she's not necessarily soliciting play from front on. All right, did you see that bobble step? There it is. Okay, gonna break down all kind of communication because it becomes object fixed here. What we want to do is get the dog ready for advanced work. Make sure she understands that Covey must heel off of the working plane before. And I'm throwing her fastballs because she's got it. Heel. To the camera. Woo! That was a good one. Let's go. Oh my goodness. A good review. 3 times for her to remember. Good girl. That's the way you do it. 3, 2, 1. And good. Good. My ebb and flow.
Good.
Good. Back step. Down the line. Good girl. Quickly, quickly. Drop. Heel. Good. Off the left hip. Good. Whee! That's a good girl. Last call. For the camera. That's a good girl, Covey. Good girl. All right, so what do we know? We got to play in front of the camera for a little bit because whenever we get within about 3 foot, she seems to get all lovely cameras. Good. There it is. Look at that girl. Fancy. Nice. And last call. 2, 3. Good. Break. And there. Good. Up through.